Hi, today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to practice a new piece, a piece that's new for you. So tip number 1, always check out the composer's background and listen to the piece online. You can find lots of music from YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and probably your piece is also there. When you find your piece, take your score, listen to the piece, and follow it from your own notes. And then you get this kind of general idea how the piece might sound like in the end, or at least one version of it. If you're playing a contemporary piece and it's not available online, then just Google up the composer, go to his or her website, send an email to the composer and ask for a recording of the piece. Composers are usually very happy when somebody interacts with them. And while you are in the composer's webpage, read more about the composer, read more about his or her style, the composer's biography, listen to other works, kind of to get the overall picture of what's the composer like. And if you are playing early music, like Baroque, then you can, of course, again Google up the composer or use Wikipedia straight. And if you can't find the information you need from Wikipedia, then you might go to your local library and use the music databases that they might have, like the Grove Dictionary of Music. And also the booklets of the CDs are filled with valuable information about composers and compositions, so use them also. Tip number 2. Play your piece through in a kind of slowish tempo, not in the real tempo, and try to divide your piece into smaller sections. That will help you when you practice your piece. It's no worth just playing the piece through from the beginning to the end, but you need to find the difficult stuff. So you need to know where to focus your time, because we always have too little time to practice. So in my piece, this is a recorded concerto by Jan Sandström, who is this Swedish composer. So in here, the first 2 pages are kind of this basic material, okay? 3rd and 4th page look quite difficult. And then these are more like improvisational things. And then there's just the coda. So what I have done this week is just what I told you. First I played this through, and then I found out that this section is really hard for me. So I'm just practicing that one at the moment and leaving the easier stuff for the future. And 1 page of this material is quite a lot for one person to play. So I have also divided this page to these lines. And some of the passages like these, I have played just the 4 or 5 notes or even 2 notes just to get those difficult jumps to my fingers. And I'm still working on it. And tip number 3. When you have your different sections covered, now it's time to stitch them together, or kind of make this jigsaw puzzle out of your sections. You can then play your piece through and think more about yourself and your thinking and about your interpretation of the piece. It's also very important to give more focus to the points where the sections change. If it changes from fast to slow, or from difficult to easy, from easy to difficult, or whatever, that changes kind of our thinking, and the technical things also are very different. So those turning points kind of need a special care. Then when you have done your stitching of the work, then you can start playing it through, and you can imagine that there's also an audience in your practice room. That will also help. And if you have been sitting down while practicing, now it's time to get up and make this kind of practice performance. You can imagine that there's some audience in your practice room, and then play the whole piece through again. I'm sure you will find what places were easy and what places were difficult again. So those difficult places need even more time. I hope this was helpful. This is the method I use. Are you using something else? Please make me know in the comments. And see you. Bye.